What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It has been a long time since I actually filmed here in the shop. It's been about 4 months. Last time I filmed here in the shop, we had just finished up dynoing the DeLorean. And I'm sorry for the lack of videos, but we've got a lot of really exciting projects to get into going forward. So I'm going to be back on the video grind, making lots of videos for you guys to watch, hopefully. And without further ado, let's get right to it. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you guys around the shop, kind of show you what's going on in the shop right now, and hopefully some of the upcoming projects that we got, and hopefully get you guys excited for the future. So first off, let's go say hi to the boys. Say what's up to the big guy, Ferrari Steve himself.
Hello.
Tell the ladies and gentlemen what you're working on today.
I am working on an old Maserati.
So this is a Maserati V6 out of a Murak, and it was pretty messed up. The timing was off by about 40 degrees, so he's taking that all apart and fixing it up.
Among other things, it needs change. Gonna need to be fully rebuilt.
So that's what he's up to. Let's go see what Martin is working on. This pretty nice S14. It's SR swapped, and say hi to the YouTubes and tell everybody what you're up to today.
Hello, I'm making a half cage.
So you can see he's got the main roll bar kind of putting in there and working on welding that in. That's what Martin is up to today.
So if you look right here, I went ahead and made an aluminum half door panel. Since this guy really wanted to drive it on the street, get the top one like this, which makes it look more OEM finished. But this is gonna give us about 2 inches of depth, where I can make the sidebar of the roll bar further away from your elbow. And from my experience driving S14 with the roll cage, I've always had a problem hitting my elbow on the door bar. And those of you guys know how that feels like. It's terrible. So anyway, so the fact that I made this prior, I really needed to know how far and everything. So when I start a project, I usually knock out stuff like that first. That way I can build a cage form fitted to that. And that's what I got going on right now.
I am happy to report that since the last video where I filmed in the shop, that the DeLorean was finished, and we drove it a bit. I'll insert some clips here of us driving it. I think one of the underrated things about this car is it's just a drivability, It's so much easier to drive than you would expect for a car, that's this heavily modified, that's this fast. You just drive it like, any other car you would drive. And it just sounds so good, too. It's so much like smoother and just overall, like I don't even know how to say it. It's just like a smoother, better experience from the first car to this car. I mean, I did 700 miles in the last one, and this one there's something about it. It's just so much like a better put together car. All these little things that we did added up to a car that, in my opinion at least, is just a nicer experience to drive. And then we delivered the car to the customer, and he drove it around a bit and absolutely loved the car. So it's really awesome when you have a client that drives your car and enjoys it And so that was really nice for us, and we're now moving on from that project. And I'll show you kind of what we've got in the pipeline right now. So if you guys remember, we've got this 3-rotor here. And since the last time I made a video on this car, we've already done quite a bit. You can see the intercooler has already been mounted with some really cool end tanks. We also built, of course, the engine wiring harness, which you can see there. Steve did that. And right now we've got the wiring sitting here because we're actually working on the chassis wiring. So we're going to be showing you that really soon. Been a lot of updates on that car. Hopefully soon we'll have that car running. It should be pretty badass once it's going. So that's that. Right now Martin is working on this S14, but before he was doing that, he actually did an S13 beam swap that we did film quite a bit of. So I'm going to be having that car probably on the channel next. That'll probably be our next videos that we make. Is going to be a couple of videos on that car and the process of doing, a simple NA beam swap into your S chassis and kind of how that works. So we walk outside. You guys will remember this car maybe. We actually have not had this car here at the new shop, but this is the 1984 Maserati Biturbo. This was the first ever twin turbocharged production car ever made, and we're actually doing a Toyota beam swap in it. So that has been mounted, and a lot of the fabrication work is done. We still have to do the intercooler, but yeah, that project is going to be coming up soon. We just got the rear tires for it, if you see these. So we're going to be running, of course, our favorite tire, the Toyo R888R, and we got the wheels coming. You guys will like those. So once we kind of get back on that project, we got a lot of really cool updates for this, and hopefully we'll have that running soon. And yeah. So over here in this part of the shop, if you guys didn't know this, Steve, aka Ferrari Steve on Instagram, was a Ferrari mechanic for more than 20 years. And so we still have a couple of Ferrari here that we're doing just service work on. This one here has some worn out bearings, so we're gonna have to be doing full engine out service. If you guys are interested in seeing some of the Ferrari service work, just leave it down in the comments below, and if that's something you guys really want to see, I can kind of film some of that stuff and show you kind of what happens in a Ferrari engine out service. Let me know. For those of you that have followed my dad and the things that he does for a long time, you'll probably remember this car. It has a video on the smoking tire that I will link in the comments below. And this is a 1994 348 Challenge that has been twin turbocharged by my father. So there's that. We're going to have a whole separate video on this car coming up. Again, this car is going to have a full engine out service and possibly some minor upgrades. So comment down below if you guys want to see that soon, and I'll try and get that filmed and push that out for you. So the last car I kind of want to show you guys for today is up behind me on the lift. That is a 1993 Jaguar XJ220, one of only about 280 in the world. We've had this car for a couple years. We've done quite a few upgrades already, and we're going to have that project going together really soon and hopefully running. So you guys can see it up here. This is one of the later ones made, so this should be number 215 if I remember right, out of 280 made for the entire world. The engine and transmission are right here, and you can see that we've made, little things here for traction control to be added. We're going to be doing new turbos, new wiring. This car is going to be running on E85 flex fuel, and we've also been doing suspension upgrades to this car with new brake kits and a whole bunch of other goodies. So I'm really excited to show this to you guys. That'll be coming really soon as well. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I just kind of wanted to show you guys, around the shop, some of the projects that we got coming up. If there's any projects that you guys are excited to see, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.